RSI 14 is 54 and the stock is currently not being overbought or oversold. Big movements in Aurora Mobile Ltd stock price on Thursday, moving 14.29% between high and low, updated on December 31, 2020, buy or hold candidate since November 13, 2020 gained 71.98%. The Aurora Mobile Ltd stock price fell by -7.29% on the last day, Thursday, December 31, 2020, from $3.84 to $3.56, and has now fallen 4 days in a row. During the day the stock fluctuated 14.29% from a day low at $3.50 to a day high of $4. The price has fallen in 6 of the last 10 days, but is still up by 3.19% over the past 2 weeks. Volume has increased on the last day by 693,000 shares but on falling prices. This may be an early warning and the risk will be increased slightly over the next couple of days. In total, 1 million shares were bought and sold for approximately $5.20 million. COVID-19 is the ultimate market catalyst. The stock lies in the lower part of a very wide and strong rising trend in the short term, and this may normally pose a very good buying opportunity. If the lower trend floor at $3.33 is broken, it will firstly indicate a slower rate of rising, but may also be an early warning for a trend shift. Given the current short-term trend, the stock is expected to rise 128.69% during the next 3 months and, with a 90% probability, hold a price between $7.61 and $11.59 at the end of this 3-month period. Signals and forecast. A sell signal was issued from a pivot top point on Tuesday, December 22, 2020, and so far it has fallen -25.68%. Further fall is indicated until a new bottom pivot has been found. Furthermore, there is currently a sell signal from the 3 months moving average convergence divergence, MACD. Volume rose on falling prices yesterday. This may be an early warning and the stock should be followed more closely. Some positive signals were issued as well, and these may have some influence on the near short-term development. The Aurora Mobile Ltd stock holds a sell signal from the short-term moving average. At the same time, however, there is a buy signal from the long-term average. Since the short-term average is above the long-term average, there is a general buy signal in the stock giving a positive forecast for the stock. On further gains, the stock will meet resistance from the short-term moving average at approximately $3.96. On a fall, the stock will find some support from the long-term average at approximately $3.23. A breakup through the short-term average will send a buy signal, whereas a breakdown through the long-term average will send a sell signal. Support, risk and stop loss. Aurora Mobile Ltd finds support from accumulated volume at $3.55, and this level may hold a buying opportunity as an upwards reaction can be expected when the support is being tested. This stock may move much during a day, volatility, and with a large prediction interval from the Bollinger Band. The stock is considered to be high risk. During the last day, the stock moved 50 cents between high and low, or 14.29%. For the last week, the stock has had a daily average volatility of 11.11%. Our recommended stop loss, $3.38, minus 4.92%. This stock has high daily movements and this gives high risk. There is a sell signal from a pivot top found 6 days ago. Is Aurora Mobile Ltd stock a buy? Several of the signals/indicators are negative, and we believe that this will affect on the development for the next days and maybe possible weeks. However, over time, we think that today's level holds a possible buying opportunity and that the price will be higher during or at the end of this 3-month period. Current score, 3.152. Predicted opening price for Aurora Mobile Ltd of Monday, January 4, 2021. The predicted opening price is based on yesterday's movements between high, low, and the closing price. Fair opening price January 4, 2021. Current price $3.69. Business description: Aurora Mobile Limited is a holding company, which engages in the provision of mobile big data solutions platform. It also offers mobile apps and provide core in-app functionalities needed by developers, including push notification, instant messaging, analytics, and sharing and short message service. VectorVest summary: JG is overvalued compared to its price of $3.56 per share, has below average safety, and is currently rated a hold. Recommendation: Rec. Hold. Rec reflects the cumulative effect of all the VectorVest parameters working together. These parameters are designed to help investors buy safe, undervalued stocks rising in price. Value current price, $3.56 current value, $1.03 JG has a current value of $1.03 per share, compared to a price of $3.56 per share, this stock is currently overvalued. Value is computed from forecasted earnings per share, forecasted earnings growth, profitability, interest, and inflation rates. Upside potential, relative value/RV, very poor RV is an indicator of long-term price appreciation potential. JG has an RV of 0.41, which is very poor on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. This indicator is far superior to a simple comparison of price and value because it is computed from an analysis of projected price appreciation 3 years out, AAA corporate bond rates, and risk. Safety, relative safety/Rs, poor Rs is an indicator of risk. JG has an Rs of 0.64, which is poor on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. Rs is computed from an analysis of the consistency and predictability of a company's financial performance, debt-to-equity ratio, sales volume, business longevity, price volatility, and other factors. Timing, relative timing/RT, very good RT analyzes a stock's price trend. JG has a relative timing of 1.31, which is very good on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. RT is computed from an analysis of the direction, magnitude, and dynamics of a stock's price movements day over day, week over week, quarter over quarter, and year over year. If a trend dissipates, RT will gravitate toward 1.00. Overall rating, value safety timing/VST, fair VST is the master indicator for ranking every stock in the VectorVest database. JG has a VST rating of 0.92, which is fair on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. VST is computed from the square root of a weighted sum of the squares of RV, Rs, and RT. Stocks with the highest VST ratings have the best combinations of value, safety, and timing. Stop price, $2.92 stop is an indicator of when to sell a position. JG has a stop of $2.92 per share. A stock's stop is computed from a 13-week moving average of its closing prices, and is fine-tuned according to the stock's fundamentals. CI, Comfort Index, poor CI is an indicator which reflects a stock's ability to resist severe and/or lengthy price declines. JG has a CI of 0.74, which is poor on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. CI is based solely upon a stock's long-term price history. GRT, earnings growth rate. GRT reflects a company's 1 to 3 year forecasted earnings growth rate in percent per year. JG has a forecasted earnings growth rate of 0.00%, which VectorVest considers to be poor. EPS, earnings per share. EPS stands for leading 12 months earnings per share. JG has a forecasted EPS of 9 cents per share. VectorVest determines this forecast from a combination of recent earnings performance and traditional fiscal and/or calendar year earnings forecasts. P/E, price to earnings ratio. P/E shows the dollars required to buy $1 of earnings. JG has a P/E of 39.56. The average P/E of all the stocks in the VectorVest database is -120.24. EY, earnings yield. EY reflects earnings per share as a percent of price. JG has an EY of 2.53%. This is below the current average of -0.83% for all the stocks in the VectorVest database. GPE, growth to P/E ratio. JG has a GPE rating of 0.00. A stock is commonly considered to be undervalued when GPE is greater than 1.00. DIV, dividend. VectorVest reports annual, regular, cash dividends as indicated by the most recent payments. Special distributions, one-time payments, stock dividends, etc., are not generally included in DIV. JG does not pay a dividend. DY, dividend yield. DY reflects dividend per share as a percent of price. JG does not pay a dividend, so it does not have a dividend yield rating. DY equals 100x, DIV/price. It is useful to compare DY with EY. If DY is not significantly lower than EY, the dividend payment may be in jeopardy. DS, dividend safety. DS is an indicator of the assurance that regular cash dividends will be declared and paid at current or at higher rates for the foreseeable future. JG does not pay a dividend, so it does not have a dividend safety rating. Stocks with DS values above 75 typically have Rs values well above 1.00 and EY levels that are much higher than DYDG, Dividend growth rate. Dividend growth is a forecasted annual growth rate of a company's dividend based on historical dividend payments and dividend predictability. It is a subtle yet important indicator of a company's financial performance. It also provides some insight into the board's outlook on the company's ability to increase earnings. JG does not pay a dividend, so it does not have a dividend growth rating. YSG vector. YSG is an indicator which combines DY, DS, and DG into a single value, and allows direct comparison of all dividend-paying stocks in the database. JG does not pay a dividend, so it does not have a YSG rating. Stocks with the highest YSG values have the best combinations of dividend yield, safety and growth. These are the stocks to buy for somewhat above current income and long-term growth. Average vol. Average vol is the 50-day moving average of daily volume as computed by VectorVest. JG has an average vol of 1,712,551 shares traded per day. Percent vol. Percent vol reflects the percent change in today's trading volume as compared to the average vol. Percent vol equals volume, average vol, / average vol, * 100. JG had a percent vol of -14.72% on Thursday, December 31, 2020. PRC, JG price changed -7.29% from the prior day's closing price. Sales, JG has annual sales of 78 million. Sales growth is the sales growth rate in percent over the last 12 months. JG has a sales growth of -45.00% per year. This is very poor. Sales per share, SBS. JG has annual sales of 87 cents per share. Price to sales ratio, P/S. JG has a P/S of 4.11. Shares, JG has 90 million shares of stock outstanding. Market capitalization, JG has a market capitalization of 321 million. Business sector, JG has been assigned to the internet business sector. VectorVest classifies stocks into over 200 industry groups and 40 business sectors. Industry group, JG has been assigned to the internet, software, industry group. VectorVest classifies stocks into over 200 industry groups and 40 business sectors.